first jamming for Outlaws, we have 241. That is Jabberwocky. And for Carquinez, we have 98. Lada. Jabberwocky sneaks around that wall of blockers and takes lead jammer status for Outlaws. Meanwhile, 98 is taking her first trip to the penalty box for Carquinez, making this first jam a power jam for Outlaws. Jabberwocky scores 4 points for Outlaws. And another 4 points. Carquinez setting up a solid wall to catch that Jabberwocky. And Lada is back on the track for Carquinez, facing a solid wall from the Outlaws. The jam is called off the Outlaws. Misconduct goes into the box. Outlaws ends that jam with 16 points on the board, 16 to Outlaws. Carquinez. Sneaks through the pack, getting lead jammer status. And Outlaws hitting 2 blockers. Here we have some bridging action happening for the Outlaws as they continue to hold snow back. We've had rain this weekend, but no snow, not today. As snow makes her way through the initial pack, her initial pass. Out next we have 404 for Carquinez. That's chaos. And Odessa jamming for Outlaws. Odessa making lead jammer status. And Wasabi taking a seat in that penalty box. From Reaper, Carquinez taking a seat in the penalty box. Meanwhile, Odessa taking those points up for the Outlaws. 420 for Outlaws taking a seat. That is Zeppelin. And Odessa pulls off the jam for Outlaws. Jam 4. So a reminder for today's games. Lead jammer status goes to the Outlaws. Strangler. Marla Strangler at the back. Her initial pass. Lada. Strangler calls off that jam.
And I don't want to be in Angels Camp till 8 o'clock tonight.
Somebody's got to teach tomorrow, okay? Corey's back on the track, jamming for Carquinez. Beautiful hit. Snow back on the track. Meanwhile, it does become a power jam for Carquinez as Outlaws providing Snow some beautifully too. Nicely done. Solid hit given by blocker on the Carquinez team. Jam comes to the end of its natural ending. Winning run, Stitches back on the track for Outlaws against 404 Chaos for Carquinez. Chaos pushing that pack ahead, but not before Stitches is able to take that lead jammer status. Penalty goes to Carquinez jammer, making this a power jam once again for Outlaws. There was big chaos there, but that's alright. Getting what she does, pushes through. Perseveres and continues to gain points for Outlaws. Outlaws calls off the jam. 69 Odessa jamming for the Outlaws. Chaos back on the track. But a directional given to 222 on Carquinez. That's Carnage. So they are going to take a moment in the box. Meanwhile, Outlaws receives lead jammer status as Odessa comes back through. Beautiful recycle there done by Wasabi. On Carquinez to catch Odessa. Dazzling, almost catching Odessa, but she makes it through again, gaining an additional 4 points for Outlaws. And we have an attempted helmet pass by Carquinez, but she was knocked out before she was able to pass over to her blocker. Meanwhile, Envy for Carquinez taking a moment in the box. And we do have a successful start pass to 3 for Carquinez. As Odessa comes back in round and calls up as we go into Jam 8. Up again for Carquinez, we have 98 Lada and Strangler for Outlaws. Strangler makes her way through the pack first, gaining lead jammer status. As Carquinez has 0925 take a seat in the box. Slime her! Beautiful chase there brought by We are starting this next jam as a power jam for Outlaws. 241 Jabberwocky. Jabberwocky makes her way through and gains lead jammer status. Meanwhile, both teams are down 1 blocker. And she is joined by the Carquinez jammer, Jabberwocky calls off the jam before Lana is able to make her point passing pass. Nina 6. For timeouts or official reviews, as we do need to get through these games swiftly to ensure we stay somewhat on schedule. So this timeout is going to take us into our intermission. We have 5 minutes for this intermission. Can you hear the music? On this morning. Apparently, somebody needs energy. It's me, I'm somebody. Snow jamming for Carquinez. Jabberwocky jamming for the Outlaws and Chaos jamming for Carquinez. Jabberwocky out of point, first wicket when he started. 4 wicket knocked to the outside there. Turn one and back by Booty Bucks. Booty using that booty. Jabberwocky through the pack, putting 4 more on the board for the Outlaws. The Outlaws, there we go. But having a hard time going past Jane there, Hot Rod Jane. Both jammers back out, or both jammers out of the pack now. Booty, Jabberwocky putting 12 points on the board of this jam. Jabberwocky called it off. I feel like we've seen this matchup this morning. We have an official timeout being called. We're exhausted yesterday, but are out there looking happy and ready to be here today.
Strangler out of the pack time. Taking lead status for the Outlaws. 4 on the board for Outlaws by Strangler. And it looks like it is going to be a power jam as Lada's going to sit down in the penalty box. Strangler hits the ground, pops back up very quickly. 4 more on the board. That was amazing. She was actually still in sliding motion as she was climbing up. And with that pass, the Outlaws passed that century mark. 101 now on the board. 105. And it looks like Carquinez is asking for an official review. So, purple will not retain, or white will not retain their official review. There was no penalty assessed, and the game goes on. Augusta out of the pack now with lead status for Outlaws. Lada still trying to get through after coming out of the penalty box. Lada out of the pack now. With about 3.5 minutes left in this game.
Augusta, call it.
That's calling it off at turn 2, getting stuck in that pack. I love the energy. Stitches and Lady Di jamming, or Stitches and Snow, sorry. Stitches and Snow jamming, look at your number wrong. Really wrong. Stitches clean out of the pack. Rosie recycling Snow back, but Snow cutting the track, going to the penalty box. Stitches now has a power jam for the Outlaws. Easy. Beautiful crossover there on turn 4. I love watching how graceful the skaters can be on skates. We've got Jabberwocky out there jamming for the Outlaws, starting this power jam. Out with lead. Snow back in there facing that big purple wall. We've got Wasabi and Shreds slowing her down. And Booty out there as well. And there she goes, right through the pack and calls it off. Almost Handler. And Chaos out there. Chaos headed to the outside. Marla just hopped right through that wall. And around the inside to the whole Outlaws has made holding the back Chaos. Marla out of the pack. The game clock has elapsed. This is strictly jam clock now. Marla back in the pack. Oh no. Marla going to the penalty box for a cut. So this will be a full 2-minute jam as Marla lost that lead jammer status. We no longer have that on the track. That wall up there is absolutely set with tape right on the outside so they can sweep back and forth. This will go to the penalty box for a cut, called by Sid Vicious on the outside. Sydney. Marla returning to the track, getting to the pack, putting 4 on the board for the Outlaws, and The score is 135-13. Outlaws taking